I literally crashed because I did the exact thing that I was saying you need to not do. In that I didn't commit enough to my angle. Like here I'm just full steering, and I let go steering a little bit, full steer again as I switch surfaces. Because I don't want to slide on the road, but I do need the angle. Oh god, I don't like this part at all. I think it's so awful. And you've got this moving block bit here which wants to bonk. But the main thing I noticed anyways was just drifting. I think this track, like these kind of corners, you see a corner like this, you want to instantly be thinking like, okay, how do I want to drift around it? When do I need to, what's the timing for it kind of thing. This one's quite late, I find. Like I drift like here, and then I let go. I thought for a second I was going to crash that wall. But I think that's something that maybe you would gain a lot of value from, is just getting a better grasp on reading when you need to drift. That entry is awful. Like I understand the track is built in a way that it wants you to come from a more outside angle, but if you don't have that outside angle, you're just hard fucked. Right. Oh, I got a bit too much airtime there. Oh, okay, that was okay. Alright, turn now. Yeah. I released quite a lot there, so my TV's overtaken. I'm going to turn it off actually quickly. Little brake tap just to get a little drift. Then here we want to drift, and it's an awful corner. I don't like it. I think the visibility is awful on it. Oh, I think that would have been an 80. I think when I watched yours, the 80 was like a 42.6. Yeah, here, drift here, hold the line, then commit a bit earlier than I expect there. I committed very badly. I'm trying to do this on like a cleaner run. Also, the way I play isn't necessarily the best way to play. I've got a big problem where I reset instead of getting like a run through. Like I'll just slowly inch through a track bit by bit while learning. Okay. I think what you did where you got a run through first is a much better eye touch, so this is going to be awful. But it works for the points. Never mind, because I'm actually throwing. It works for the point of, you know, the first thing you really want to do is just get an idea of the track's route. Which isn't what I do. Like I said, I just kind of inch forward, and that's bad. Oh my god. Actually throwing. But hopefully this shows that, you know, even me who I think I'm okay at this game, you know, I think I'm pretty decent at it. I'm not necessarily great at getting things fast or anything like that. I think you're doing fine on the track in terms of everything else, especially with how awful a lot of these corners are. Like they've either got really bad visibility, or you just have to commit in such a way that you're not going to know the outcome for a hot minute. That drift's quite nice back though, I will say. Ah. So yeah, keep wheels on the ground, which normally you just want to have a shallower angle to do it. Like, I don't know if you fully know, but here I'm turning left just to keep ground contact, then turning right again to go back down. Incredibly useful just to have as a thing. Here you want an angle so you get less airtime or a lower jump, so you want to be sort of more to the right. Oh, I've done this wrong. Yep. Sorry for the sniffling. I'm really sorry about that. Why did I release that? Hold it. Turn right a little bit. Then straight down. Straight left. Eat a bit of penalty because you're just too fast going in this. There's no way. I wouldn't recommend braking if you don't have to. So I'm just happy to eat the penalty. And I also release, to be fair. Oh, that was bad angle on that approach. For drifts, it's a lot easier if you come from the outside in, it just gives you more room to work with on the entry. Like if you're on the inside, you're making that drift insanely tight. Like you're giving it an insanely tight margin of error. And like I'm sure the people who are like really great at this game can do that and like be incredible, and that's fine. I cannot. I did a lot of releasing in that grass turn, no braking, just releasing. I did a bit more releasing than I should have done there. Here, shallow angle. Don't do that because that corner. Right, I was thinking this while I was watching it. I hate that corner. It's really fucking blind with the way it goes up and the scenery around it. Like you can't judge where the actual I'm gonna crash surface is. So I keep going onto the penalty grass by accident, and that can be really iffy for drifting sometimes. I've not drifted. Okay, I managed to pull it out alright. Don't crash. Cool. Alright, shallow angle. A bit too much of a jump there, to be honest. Eat penalty. Release a lot. And then from the outside in. That was quite tricky, actually. Shallow. Right. I'm going to do just a little brake tap. And then here, hold it longer than I think. And I'm going to do a full release drift because I'm too fast coming into that. Ah, fuck it. Alright, yeah, I turned the ghost off, that's why I can't see it. I'm like, oh, man, I'm surprised I'm still ahead of this because I've turned the ghost off. Ooh, a bit too much space there. But I think if you work on just, you know, you've got the track to work with. I drifted too early there, is what happened. Drift timing is like, there's a lot you can do with it for different effects. Like, oh, that was a good one. Now I've turned too late for this. But for this kind of corner where the only reason you're really drifting is for the exit, you want to drift like here, and then you just get like a nice through line if you just keep holding the direction. It's a bit finicky to learn at first, but there is some intuiting to it. Here we go, look, eat all the penalty, and then I get a nice exit. I didn't even have to release on that one. And then I crashed the wall. Ooh. I should have had a timer going somewhere, just so I knew how long this was going to be, because I didn't want to do this for too long, but I do also actually want to get a completed run. Whoop, whoop. Shallow jump, that was a nice jump actually. Eat penalty, turn right. I mean, I'm releasing here because I didn't eat that much penalty, and that's the thing you've just got to kind of learn to react to on the fly. You know, I did a little release and a brake tap there. Jump here, hold it, hold it. Oh, I did that again. Corner really annoys me. I can't see, it's dark, so I can't see the path, and I keep just doing it too early because I can't see. Yeah, that was... Right, what happened there was that I had too much space I used, and so my angle was quite tight to the wall, which you don't really want in this one, because it's about the exit and not the midpoint of the corner, and not the entry or anything like that. So, you know, if you just out a little bit, so you can come down like that. I'm a bit too close to the right here. Yeah. That's really interesting, actually. I committed too late there. Bad angle. Oh, now we're in the thing where I'm thinking too much about specifics for gaining time, and I'm messing up places where I shouldn't be. Okay. At the minute, I'm falling into what's just a pit trap for the way that I play, which is because I do it inch by inch, I am constantly, like, pushing my braking. So, like, I'm braking less and less when I really shouldn't, just because I can tell that I'm braking a bit too much in, like, my normal approach. And that's a me issue, so don't copy that, please. Here we go. Here's the part where I need to concentrate just a little bit. Right, watch the road, watch the road. Also, maybe don't drive up there. Alright, anyways, keep ground contact. Just follow the road, use your space. I turned in too late. That's a big thing with this game. If you don't commit like, even if you do commit at the right time, but then you hesitate, that can be awful as well. I don't know what's going on with me in this corner now, but I keep making the same mistake. There we go, got it. I braked a bit more, but you know, it works. Oh, that was kind of rough. Shallow jump, maybe that was too shallow. Oh, there's another thing. You kind of just want to be, like, I imagine, I don't actually know, so this is an assumption on my part, and it may very well be wrong, but it looks like you're kind of driving in such a way that, in many ways, you're still just, you know, reacting to your, like, current position, which is, like, you know, something you have to do anyways, you know, reacting on the fly and whatever, but you kind of want to be sometimes just thinking a corner or two ahead of where you are. I've fucked up that drift, so I'm just going to release it, feather the throttle. You just want to kind of drive in such a way that you're setting up the next corner. So let's watch this. Here, this drift was a bit rough. Actually, no, it was okay. But you can see I was really close to the wall on the right. I probably should have braked more. This, I kind of messed up. But this jump here was good. It was nice and low and I wasn't in the air too long. This here is really tricky, this corner. Like, I ate the penalty on the inside there, and I still kind of, like... You want to just be fully whacking it around the corner anyways, because of how tight it is. There's a simple chicane. This bit here was really framey. I just kept doing a small brake tap and release. And then this here, I did this really badly. It should be a drift. But I just don't like that corner, as you can probably tell from my complaining. And then I had a bit of a bad end, I would say, because I was just... But I think if you work on, like, drifting a bit, I don't know what your comfort level of drifting is, but, like, if I just drift this, I am probably rocketing ahead of your PB. Just because I'm able to keep more speed by drifting, so I think you're, like, braking multiple times in the corner. Which is fine for, like, getting around the track, but when it comes to getting 80s, you kind of do want to be just committing more to these. Oh, I've done it again. I see. Right. The issue I'm having with this corner at the end is because there's that ramp where you don't want to jump. I should probably get there again so I can explain it or point it out better, because I've just woken up. I watched your video, I got out of bed, and now I'm doing this. It's like 6 AM and I'm sleepy. I should probably actually check that I'm not running over 15 minutes. Because I don't want to do more than 15 minutes, and it's a very real possibility that I've gone over 15 minutes now. I've got the run anyways. I'm just trying to... Right, okay. You know what? Stop trying to get a clean run. And I'm just going to get to the point that I'm on about. Too slow. Ah! I might cut this bit out entirely, to be honest. Just do it up to that track, and then I'll have a little explanation. Right. So we're here, right, we've got the little chicane bit, and then we've got this corner here, which you can release and be fine. And then this here, you don't want to be too far to the right for it, so it massively hinders your visibility around that corner. Awful, 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 awful. Anyways, I'm gonna